realized after I started this that this would have been probably a good one to record, but so here on the back fence behind my pea trellis and where I cleaned out the tomatoes right there, and I think I've decided I'm done with messing with the weeds back here. So I've got this really great industrial fabric, and I'm putting that out, and I'm going to use a blowtorch to burn some holes and just do my planting in the ground. Now, ideally, I would have wanted to put the compost down. Like, first I would have wanted to get rid of the weeds, put the compost down, and then do this. But I can't get my tractor back here anymore. I kind of cut myself off, and I do not want to haul all that back here with, you know, just me. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it like this and hope that it works out and just kind of see what happens. So I'm putting down the fabric with these landscape staples, and I just put them every, I don't know, every few feet, especially whenever, so I've just laid it down and it's pretty bumpy because I didn't like really level it out, and there's a lot of weeds still sticking up. I've done this in the past and it hasn't really been a problem because underneath my trellis over there, I put it down just like this, and it was bumpy at first, but as all the vegetation starts dying underneath it, it just levels out. So again, I am not a real fussy gardener. I'm not a real fussy anything really. And this, it works for me. I'm not a perfectionist, I really don't. As long as it works, I don't really care. So I'm gonna go down the whole row and do this, and then I'm gonna go back and see about burning some holes and planting some pumpkins. Well, I probably should have videoed that, but, well, the first one didn't do so well. And the rest of them are still smoking. So, well, I think we're okay. I ran out of room back here on my other row. That's what I did with the other little pumpkins. And so still had these left, and I really want to use these up. So what I'm going to do is the Thai cane cob is using my corn as a trellis. And so I thought, what the heck? I'll just go ahead and plant these at the bottom of this and leave the corn up there. So it has something to trellis up. Make use of the space. So my last step is to get some irrigation to that little area that I just did for the pumpkins. There's no drip tape going down that length, so I'm actually cheating a bit. This is the end of my main line, and really I would prefer to have the fitting that goes on the end to this to connect the drip tape, but I don't have one with me, and I'm certainly not going to the store way out here. So I'm going to go ahead and cheat, and I'm going to make a new line off of this, and then I can always come back and plug the end of this, and it works just fine. These are pretty cool, little punch tool. So I am going to go ahead and actually, looks like there's an oops over here. See if I can get this plug out. I'll just use this hole. I'm not sure if I can get that out. Okay, maybe I won't use that hole. I can't get it out. So we're not gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna go down here as far as I can. It's right up against the fence. We'll go about here. So all I have to do is just put a little bit of pressure on this and make sure you don't go all the way through. That's why it's got an oops plug on the other end. And I've got this fitting, and it's got the fitting on one end for the drip tape, and this end goes in the little hole that I just punched. So I'm going to put that right in there, and now I've got that on there. And then this, got this little screw thing on here. This just spits right over the top of that, and you push it on in there as far as you can. Get it on there real good. And then this part screws down over it to help hold it in place. I've got sweat dripping off my chin. It is so hot out here. Okay, so now I have a new drip line set up, and I need to hurry up because I know the setting is set to it going off pretty soon, and I've got an entire roll sitting here, and I really don't want all that water coming through that hole, or through that whole piece right there. So always got my helper. So I decided to go ahead and make this one extra long and go all the way to the opposite end of the garden, which is about 64 feet. So, but there's an elderberry down here in the corner, and I thought it'd be good for it to get some water too. So I'm gonna, while I'm running it, stretch it out this far. But now I've got to my end. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it. And then I've got this end plug here. And I'm just gonna do like I did on the other end. Open it up a little bit. And then this is gonna go in here. Push it in there as far as I can. And then I'm gonna screw that down tight over it. All right, and we should be good. So I feel pretty good about my new row. I feel like I kind of reclaimed some space back here, and hopefully these pumpkins will enjoy being here on the fence and grow well for me. We'll find out.